Hi everyone, I'm Susan Brady of Nurtured Bones. Bone nutrition has changed, but unfortunately, many women are still following outdated advice. So, for years, osteoporosis recommendations centered around a few simple ideas: take calcium, maybe add some vitamin D, and hope it's enough. But the latest research is painting a very different picture. In 2026, we now know that building and maintaining strong bones is far more complex than simply focusing on one nutrient or relying on old recommendations like just automatically taking 1,200 milligrams of supplemental calcium a day. Instead, the emerging research is showing that bone health is influenced by a much broader nutritional landscaping, including protein intake, overall dietary patterns, choosing functional foods over supplements, along with improving nutrient absorption through gut and digestive health, as well as reducing inflammation. So, in other words, bone nutrition has evolved. And if your strategy hasn't evolved with it, you may be missing key opportunities to better protect your bones. So today, I'm breaking down the 7 biggest bone nutrition mistakes women are still making in 2026 and what the latest research says instead. So let's start with mistake number 1: over focusing on calcium. Many women are still treating calcium as the primary nutritional solution for osteoporosis. But what the research says is bone health is multifactorial. While calcium does matter, stronger bones also depend on adequate protein, magnesium, vitamin K2, trace minerals, digestive capacity, and overall dietary quality. So it's time to move beyond the calcium only thinking. Mistake number 2: underestimating protein needs. Many women still do not consume enough protein for optimal bone and muscle support. And what the research says is that higher protein intake is increasingly recognized as essential for bone matrix strength, muscle maintenance, fall reduction, healthy aging. So you need to start prioritizing protein as a foundational bone nutrient. Mistake number 3: overlooking functional foods. Many women are still focusing primarily on isolated nutrients or supplements while overlooking the powerful role that certain functional foods can play in supporting your bone health. And the research suggests that specific functional foods may provide benefits beyond basic nutrition for bone health by supporting bone remodeling, reducing inflammation, supporting gut health, and providing nutrient density. So some functional foods that are known to support your bones include things like prunes and berries and olive oil, leafy greens, fermented foods. So start including those in your daily diet. Mistake number 4: following restrictive diets. Many women are still following trendy or overly restrictive diets that limit key macronutrients without fully considering how those dietary choices may impact long-term bone strength. Current research increasingly supports the Mediterranean style diet for bone health due to its emphasis on adequate protein, healthy fats, polyphenol rich foods, mineral density, and its anti-inflammatory benefits. In contrast, overly restricted diets that significantly reduce or eliminate important macronutrients like animal proteins or carbs may increase the risk of nutrient gaps that can negatively affect bone, muscle, as well as your overall health. So rather than following restrictive diet trends, prioritize sustainable, nutrient dense eating patterns that support both your bone health as well as your overall health. Mistake number 5, overlooking drivers of chronic inflammation. Many women overlook one of the biggest hidden drivers of bone loss, and that is chronic inflammation. And we know that chronic inflammation negatively impacts bone remodeling by increasing bone breakdown and interfering with the body's ability to maintain strong and resilient bones. And one of the biggest drivers of inflammation are your dietary choices. So, ultra-processed foods, excessive refined sugar, industrial seed oils, poor quality fats, and excessive alcohol. All of these things can cause inflammation in the body that works against your bone health. Mistake number 6, relying on supplements while ignoring the bigger picture. Many women are still spending hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars on bone supplements, hoping the right combination will rebuild bone density and bone strength. But supplements alone are rarely the answer. Bone health is not dependent on one or two isolated nutrients. It is dependent on whole foods that naturally provide all the nutrients your bones need in a balanced combination with the cofactors that help these nutrients work synergistically within the body. And relying too heavily on isolated supplements may fail to provide nutrient diversity, proper nutrient ratios, and those important food-based cofactors that your bones need to rebuild themselves. Supplements can still be helpful, but they work best when filling specific gaps within an already strong nutritional foundation. And mistake number 7, ignoring nutrient absorption and digestive health. Many women are working hard to improve their nutrition. They're already following all the advice above, but often overlook one critical question. Are you actually absorbing the nutrients needed to support stronger bones? You can eat a nutrient-dense diet and eliminate the high-processed foods, yet still struggle to build or maintain bone if digestion and absorption are compromised. And there is no question that your digestion and gut health play a major role in nutrient availability. And issues such as low stomach acid, poor enzyme production, gallbladder dysfunction, chronic inflammation, microbiome imbalance, intestinal permeability may all interfere with your body's ability to properly break down, absorb, and utilize bone supportive nutrients. And this means that key nutrients may not effectively reach your bones. So bone nutrition is not just about what you consume, it's also about what your body can properly digest, absorb, and use. Building strong bones in 2026 requires far more than relying on outdated nutrition advice of simply taking 1,200 milligrams of supplemental calcium a day. Bone health is influenced by a much bigger picture, including protein intake, functional foods, balanced dietary patterns, reducing chronic inflammation, nutrient synergy, digestive health, as well as proper absorption. So in other words, strong bones are not built through isolated nutrients alone. They're built through a comprehensive, nutrient-dense, well-absorbed, anti-inflammatory approach that supports the body as a whole. And knowing this gives you far more opportunities to positively influence your bone health. And when you focus on the right foundations, you can create an internal environment that better supports stronger bones, stronger muscles, healthier aging, as well as greater resilience. Your bones deserve more than an outdated advice. They deserve a smarter strategy. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.